dubious. I'm going to talk to you guys today about the difference between the drops on tarps. Of the tubiest, the best YouTube subscribers on the planet. That's you, and I'm 50 plus. So you guys know that I purchased some tarps from Joplin Tarp Company, and they do a really good job. I mean, it's fantastic, dude. Those tarps have made my flatbed life so much easier. I mean, and this is the second video I made about them, and so I'm just telling you, I'm not getting paid to make these videos. I pay for all of my tarps, and it's not like I get any type of discount. But if I can make y'all's life any easier, then I'm gonna tell you, you know, this is what I have. This is what makes things easier for me. Okay, I have other things that I purchased. Flatbed tools, and I'm gonna start making videos when I use those tools, and then you guys can decide if you like them or not. But okay, let me forewarn you, it's still allergy season. It just got kicked off, so you're gonna see me wiping my eyes and all that good stuff, because you know, me and allergies are you know, we live like this together. It doesn't matter. But allergy season, it gets worse. Anyways, so the tarps that I purchased. First off, the company's tarps are 3-piece tarps, and I want to say that the material is either 18 or 20 ounce, something like that. Okay, the material is like a heavy vinyl, and they are. They're pretty heavy. I think the blue tarps, which are the two on the ends that have the flaps on them that close off the ends, they got to be like 90 pounds or something. And then the black tarp, like steel tarp, goes in the middle, maybe 70 pounds, maybe. You know, I'm just guessing. My tarps are about 80 pounds a piece. However, my tarps are they're 16 pounds, 16 ounce material, and they are much longer. And you're gonna see it. I'm gonna show you a picture. Matter of fact, let me put a picture up right now. Okay, so in the photo you can see the length of my the front tarp, and then there's a little piece in the back, which is the company's middle tarp. That's not the end tarp, but they kind of give you a little bit of a picture of how long my tarps are. Okay, and this video is basically to let you see the difference between the drop. And the drop is when the load, the top of the load at the end, then the tarps come down to cover the sides. The sides is called the drop, and that's where you adjust the length of it. Okay, it is outside of the area where the flap is. The flap is what lays over the front of the load and covers the ends. Okay, and the flap is only so wide, and let's just say that the width of that flap ran all the way to the opposite end of the tarp. Anything outside of that, this is what you would consider a drop. Okay, and the black tarp in the back, as you can see, it's like way down lower than the one in the front. And the one in the front, as you can see, it drops just over the rub rails, just lower than the rub rails. And what makes it so much easier is all that extra tarp on an 8-foot drop. I have to secure all of that. I have to fold it up behind itself, and you know, it's just extra work, man. It's extra work. While somebody else is folding that stuff up, all I'm doing is throwing bungees on mine and then hauling it. You know, hauling butt. It's gone. Burn some fuel, make some money. You know, anything you can do to make your job easier, go for it. Now, the deal is, though, I know you might be thinking, well, why would anybody use 8-foot drops? Because there are loads that are taller than the 6-foot drop, and I cannot use my tarps on those loads. So I ordered some 8-foot drops. Okay, so I'll end up with 2 complete sets of tarps, 2 pieces though, that will cover a 53-foot trailer from the front of the trailer to the back of the trailer, using 2 tarps. And if the load is can be used a 6-foot drop, then I'll use a 6-foot drop. I won't have to fight that extra material. Okay, you might think, well, it's not a big deal for the extra material. Well, it may not be a big deal with the extra material if you're using the lighter weight material. Okay, but if you're using that company's material, that it's like, this is 18 to 20 ounce. I mean, it's pretty heavy duty stuff, and I get it, because you know, people just use their own stuff a little bit different because they paid the money. And they're not really cheap, okay? They're not. And for the company to provide them and the company to take care of them, when they go bad, you know, we just drop them off and grab another set, or grab another tarp to replace the one that's been torn up and probably abused, and the company paying for it. So I get it. You know, you want to try to buy something that is going to last as long as possible, and those heavy, thick vinyl tarps, they're going to last long. You're not going to poke a hole in them near as easy as the 16 to 14 ounce tarps. Okay, so I get why they do it, but if you can afford to buy your own, buy your own. And if you can afford to buy 2 sets, buy 2 sets. If you can't afford to buy 2 sets, buy the first set, a 6-foot drop, and with 3 D-rings, 3 rows of D-rings, and you're going to be okay, because when you get the loads that are that requires a 8-foot drop, you can still use the company tarps, because you still got to carry them. Okay, so. But in the picture, you can see the difference between the drop. It's the same way on the other side, okay? So it's not like pulled over to one side. It's the same drop on the other side it is on the side that's pictured. So I just wanted to let you guys see a little bit of difference in the drop of a 6-foot and an 8-foot. Again, I have other equipment, and when I use that equipment, I'll make a video for you. Until I see you again, I hope you got some good information out of this one. Deliver undistracted, and here's your boop. Boop.